Hi, have you ever been wondering why your career path has not been going the way you want it to go? Or why this promotion that you've been expecting has never been obtainable all this while? Not to worry, I'm here today to let you know what are the things an employee should have that can make that employee successful. Because if you go around, all successful employees all over the world, they have common traits. And I'm here today to let you know some of the traits that these employees they have all together. Today, I'm giving you 15 tips that you should know as an employee. In order not to waste further time, let's just jump right into it. Number one, an employee should exhibit a leadership trait. What do I mean by this? An employee, a successful employee, should always volunteer without anybody asking him. He always exhibits that character of showing leadership, whether to train a new staff that is just coming in or to lead a project. He volunteers on his own. The charismatic nature is in him. He wants to always show that yes, he has that trait. So if you go around, you will see that almost every employee, they have successful employee, they have this trait that I mentioned about. Number two, a successful employee, an employee that wants to be successful must always think like a manager. No employer wants an employee that thinks like an employee. Yes, you are an employee, but you should be exhibiting the trait of a manager already. You should not wait for tasks to be given to you. You should create tasks. You should always learn to pitch in seminars or in meetings. You should pitch in ideas that will help push the organization from where it is to a different place. Number three, an employee that wants to be successful should always focus on results. They focus on results. Results meaning whatever you're doing in your organization, you want to bring out the result that will benefit the organization in question, not just laying back and doing activities. You know, there's a difference between doing activities and producing results. So a successful employee always stick to results. He has his result. He brings result to the organization that help propel the organization to a greater height. They don't waste time. They make that result genuine so that the entire organization can see it and acknowledge it. Number four, an employee that wants to be successful must learn to align with every staff in the organization. What do I mean by that? He makes friends. He acts professionally among staffs in the sense that when he's talking to the cleaner in the organization, he knows, yes, despite that this is a cleaner, he accord the respect of that of the cleaner to the cleaner and that of the other employee to the other employee, because he understands that teamwork is very, very vital. Without teamwork, he cannot be successful. So to be a successful employee, you must think and appreciate your colleagues. Another point you should focus on as an employee, point number 5, they record their accomplishment. An employee in an organization records his or her accomplishment, meaning you must have track record that shows that yes, you know what you are doing, track record that shows the organization that you are willing, you are able, you are capable of delivering results to the organization, not just there talking. So a successful employee has this trait, track records over time within the organization. Point number 6, a successful employee listens to feedback. An employee that does not listen to feedback, they welcome feedback. The reason why they welcome feedback, because they see it as a challenge to be better. Because if you do not welcome feedback, you cannot do it on your own. People must tell you, people must criticize you, and the essence of the criticism is not just to bring you down, but to tell you the areas where you need to work on and be better, so that at the end you grow. Now, point number 7. Point number 7. A successful employee is committed to learning. When I say learning, he is committed to learning everything that has to do with the organization, in the sense that he is not just confined to his own department. He wants to learn what is happening in the finance department. He wants to learn what is happening in the HR department. He wants to understand what makes the organization tick as a whole, so that he will be able to contribute one or two immense impact into the organization, and at the same time build his career. The employee that is only confined to his department to a large extent cannot progress, because you should have a knowledge of everything in general. Point number 8. A successful employee must be ready to withstand pressure. They accommodate pressure. They are pressure taker, in the sense that they don't break under pressure. They said, if you want to know somebody that will be successful, or somebody that will be able to perform when he's under pressure, how does he comport himself? This is how you know traits of a successful employee. So a successful employee always perform even while he's under pressure. Point number 9. They own up to their own mistakes. An employee that does not own up to his own mistake is a problem. A successful employee, or an employee that wants to be successful, should be ready to look out, should be ready to accept mistakes when he makes them, and take blame when he makes them, because he must be ready to show that trait in him, that yes, I made the mistake, and I can assure you next time it will never happen again. Point number 10. A successful employee, or an employee that wants to be successful, must always remain calm, cool-headed, and collective. He does not shout. He does not vibrate. He is always composed. He is always calm. He is always collective. They always stay composed. Check. Every successful employee in any organization in the world today, he is always focused, he is always calm, and he is always composed, because they know they are like a role model. People look up to them, and they should be ready to act. Point number 11. A successful employee, they act like the job is their own. They actualize the job. They do the job as if the job is their own, meaning you must like your job. A successful employee can never hate his job. An individual that wants to be successful in a corporate organization, first of all, you must like your job. If you do not like what you do, I can assure you it's only a matter of time that you will just fade away and say, oh, I don't think I want to work in this organization again. I can't move further because I'm not finding that joy in me. So, for an employee to be successful, you must first of all love what you are doing. Another point again is that the employee should know what is needed from them and how to go about it. They don't tell them what to do, and an employee that wants to be successful knows what is expected of him and get it done without being asked. Not that he wants to please. You don't do it because you want to please somebody. No, you get it done at the right time. Not doing the wrong thing or the right thing at the wrong time. No, doing the right thing at the right time and when it is needed. These are some of the traits of a successful employee that makes them propel, that they move from one place to another. Another point again that you should know to be a successful employee is that they are career takers, in the sense that they are not comfortable in one spot. Why an employee that is just a mediocre in an organization, once he's promoted, he feels comfortable? No, an employee that wants to be successful sees a promotion as another milestone that takes him closer to his next step, the next step of his career. So you see, a successful employee is always hungry. An individual that wants to be successful is always hungry for the next step. He's always taking the next step, like, oh, this position, I want to achieve it. And the moment he gets it, you see that he's already vying for the next step. He's already saying that, yes, I am desirable for the other step that is coming next. They don't just say, oh, I want to be comfortable where I am, I'm now okay. No, a successful employee in an organization take all its steps seriously, because they know without all these things they can't stop. Without all these things, they reach for the star. Check in the world today, anybody that you see is a CEO did not take failure excuse for failure, or do not take excuse for as an avenue to say, I'm going to give up. So a successful employee should always have all these traits, in the sense that he knows what is expected of him, he listens to feedback, he acts like a manager, he stands composed under pressure, he chips in ideas, he contributes as when it's needed, he shows leadership without being asked. He does all these things genuinely, and at the end you will see, without anybody saying it, the organization will notice you, and before you know it, you are achieving your career path. Don't just say, oh, let me just do what is my job, 9 to 5, I just do it and go. No, do what you do. The Bible said, live each day as if it's your last. Each day you go to work, do not leave any task undone. Once a task is given, please accomplish it and get it done and move to the next step. That's why there's a saying, quitters never win and winners never quit. So I hope these tips will be successful. For those of you that want to be successful employees in the future, start practicing all these tips that I just mentioned today, so that at the end of the day, you will be future CEOs, you will be future MDs, you will be future CFOs, you will be future regional director, managers and all, so that you can look back and say, oh, I listened to these tips, I started acting on them, and before I knew it, I became successful. It's your boy once again, Agobo for Life, coming to you with just these tips that I said I should share with you once again. Kindly subscribe, comment, share my link, and I thank you for your time. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, bye bye y'all.